All right, let's talk about multiplying and dividing fractions. I know this is stuff that you guys already know, but reviews are always good. So let's take 7/8 times 4/6. There are really two ways you can look at this. If you were to look at this and just multiply straight across, it really is 7 times 4 over 8 times 6. So 7 times 4 gives us 28. 8 times 6 gives you 48. So now we have to reduce that fraction. So what goes into both 28 and 48? If you can see that 4 goes into both of them, 28 divided by 4 is 7, and 48 divided by 4 gives you 12. So 7/12 is your final answer. Okay. And if you didn't see 4 goes into both of them and you divided it by 2 and you ended up with 14 over 24, then you would realize, hey, 2 goes into both of those and I end up with 7/12, which is the same answer. It just took one more step to get there. Okay. Now let's look at another way we can solve it. 7/8 times 4/6. When you look at this, you can realize 7 and 6, nothing goes into 7 or 6. But if we were to look at 4 and 8, 4 goes into both 4 and 8 evenly. So I can cross off 4 and say 4 divided by 4 is 1. I can cross off 8 and say 8 divided by 4 is 2. So you end up, when you multiply across, 7 times 1 is 7, 2 times 6 is 12. So either way you did it, we all end up with the same answer. Okay, let's look at division. So let's say we have 5/6 divided by 7/9. So if you remember from division of fractions, they want you to keep, change, and then flip. Sometimes we forget which one we are flipping. So keeping this fraction, 5/6. Division changes to multiplication, and flipping 7/9, I am just going to flip it over and it becomes 9/7. So I'm doing the same thing here. I can look at this and say, 3 goes into both 9 and 6. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And I've just made my life much simpler. So 5 times 3 is 15. 2 times 7 is 14. And in Algebra 1, we're going to go ahead and practice keeping these as improper fractions. So 15/14 is your correct answer there. Now let's look at what if you didn't cross cancel. We would still say 5 times 4 is 45, and 6 times 7 is 42. Then you would have to say, what goes into both of them? 3 goes into both of them evenly, and so 45 divided by 3 is 15. 42 divided by 3 is 14. So either way you do that, you're going to get the same answer. Okay, remember, division is keep, change, flip. All right, let's go ahead and see what happens when we have mixed numbers and whole numbers. So let's say we have 1.5 times 6. Obviously, I can't just say 1 times 6. I have to change 1.5 to an improper fraction. So if you remember back from elementary school, you take 2 times 1, which is 2, and then you add that numerator. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So 3/2 times 6. 6 whole numbers. So remember, when you've got a whole number, you put it over 1. So same thing here. I can cross cancel, not with the 3 and 1, but the 6 and 2. So 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes into 2 once. And so I end up with 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. And so 9 divided by 1 is 9. When you can simplify, simplify. Now let's say you didn't cross cancel. 3 times 6 is 18. 2 times 1 is 2. What's 18 divided by 2? 9. I still get the same answer. Either way is fine.